Good afternoon. My name is John George. I am the collections manager at the National Museum of the American Indian in New York, and I'm here today to discuss fire and emergency management with experience that I had at the Chaco Culture National Historical Park, and how the plans that we learned and the lessons learned at Chaco Culture National Historical Park were implemented and at the Brona Cultural Center and Museum. The one thing I think I would like to have it taken away from this talk would be, how would you prioritize moving your collection? Would you move your collection in the event of a disaster? If a fire crew had told you that they couldn't guarantee that the fire line could be held for your cultural institution, what would you take? How would you take the items? Where would you take them to? In this system, it's also figuring out not only how you would take them, but prioritizing which items you would take. That priority would actually, in most museums, is assigned to monetary and historical objects that are usually assign those as to higher priority items. But in my experience working with the tribal council, working with the museum committee, and community leaders on the Brona Cultural Center and Museum, the priority system was not just monetary, it was also associational value of collections. Associational value would be items like a grandmother's basket, items that a blanket that was made for children learning how to play a traditional game. Those are the items that were considered the highest priority in the collections, and so they would be given a green priority designation. The priority designations are based on a stoplight system of green means go, yellow slow down, proceed with caution, move these items if you have time, and red, go ahead and leave these items. It's hard to develop these priority systems within museum collections, but it is important within institutions that are very prone to fire. And if you had only an hour to get everything out of the museum, what would you grab? How would you grab it? How would you do an organized way of grabbing the material, moving it to a safe location, working with your insurance company to make sure that these items are covered under insurance during the move and also into the new facility that you're planning to put them in.